how to get started on Amazon FBA. Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Dylan Reed and I want to introduce you today to a video of me actually showing you step by step what I would do if I were on my first day of discovering Amazon FBA and how would I get the ball rolling to get the results that I'm looking for. Yesterday, I generated over £1,000 worth of sales on Amazon FBA UK, and that would have seemed totally abstract to me 5 years ago. How is it possible? So how do you get started? We're going to look at it in this video live, showing you how it's done. Hope you guys find it useful, and I'll see you in the next one. I hope you guys are well. So as I mentioned in the introduction of this video, if you have just discovered Amazon FBA, you've been doing some online research maybe in the last week or so, and you really want to know how to get started quickly, how to get results quickly and really get your foot off the ground and start to see some progress, I thought I'd create this video for you guys showing you what I would do, right? So I'm actually going to be doing sort of like a live demo, walking you through the steps that I would follow right at the beginning stages after you've discovered FBA. But good job for literally just being online and having a look, right? Because you've obviously got the right mindset to, that entrepreneurial spirit to try to create something for yourself, an online business, for example, to be even looking for videos like this anyway. So to give you an idea, guys, this was yesterday's sales. So over £1,000 worth of sales through my FBA business, and about £300 of this has been profit. So I'll refresh that for you guys, 1,051. So just a note, this is through FBA. So these orders, guys, my units are stored within FBA, so I don't store them at home with me. They're picked, packed, and shipped out to customers when orders are placed. So it's all relatively passive. You can do this when you work, for example, your full-time job. Some people do this when they're just looking to invest in something and they maybe don't work. But it's relatively passive, although it does take some work. I would have probably done about an hour and a half yesterday on this. So yeah, to give you some insight, because this would have seemed completely alien, abstract to me 4 years ago when I was looking to start an online business. Seeing numbers like this just seem a million miles away, guys. But I can promise you, when you just take action and start something, it opens new doors and you will get results if you follow the right processes. So I'd begin by moving over to the Helium 10 website, guys. So Helium 10 essentially is a product research and software that you're able to use to conduct product research, and basically it encompasses lots of different tools that will help you grow your FBA business and find products. Essentially, they've got tons of different tools on there. Now, although there are paid packs, which you will need if you're doing this seriously, but I would suggest using their free tool, X-Ray. You've got X amount of uses a month, so go onto Google, download the X-Ray, the Helium 10 plugin, and use X-Ray to do some product research, and I'll be showing you how to use that in this video. But if you are serious about it, there are some plans here. I would recommend this one. I've got a discount link below for you guys, but again, that's for people who are really getting started with this and they're committed to the idea. But Helium 10 is what I would use. Now, let's apply this in some context then. We're going to go over to Amazon and I'm going to show you what I would do on the first day of discovering Amazon FBA after downloading X-Ray or choosing one of these plans. And to note, guys, the goal of this video is to try to keep this as straightforward and simple as possible for you, because I could overload you with a massive tutorial here that's like 2 hours long of every little tiny thing that I would do, but it just gets you bogged down. It's an overload of information, and I thought I'd focus on just the key fundamental things to get me stuck into the process. Now, hop onto Amazon's website. Now, I would begin by just searching for a product, right? Think of something that pops into your head, an idea, a product, right? I'm looking at a candle here, so I'm just going to use that because I'm looking at one, right? You can see here we've got tons of different candles. Now, about 6 years ago, it was very limited what you could use to conduct your product research and to really get some good data about products, how they're generating particular amounts of revenue, how many sales a month they're getting. There was a lot of guesswork involved, whereas now, with the extent of the tools that we're able to use, you can really hone in your research and do it properly and make data-driven decisions rather than it being just a lot of guesswork. So, for example, we'll use that X-Ray tool that I mentioned to you guys here. And what it's going to do is drop down a table over the top of the products we're looking behind us. And it's going to tell us a lot of different data points for this particular variety of products underneath. So we can see here, we have a lot of columns, guys. So these products here are essentially the products that we're seeing behind us. Now, you can't see this when you just browse on Amazon. You need to be using a product research tools such as X-Ray in order to do this. But we'll have a look at a listing that's got relatively low reviews. 532, that's doing crazy revenue, but we're going to go for one that isn't necessarily such a household brand. So if we look at this one, 947, I've never heard of Bliss Trip. Maybe it is a household brand, I'm not sure, but obviously Yankee Candle is. But we'll have a look at this product here, and this is what we've got. So they've got under 1,000 reviews. It is a lot of reviews, but we can see that it is essentially just a scented candle gift set for women, right? Now, if we go back here, this particular product is generating 38K per month in revenue. Now, being able to see these figures is extremely helpful because we're not going to be launching into a niche where there's no demand, right? Demand is key, and being able to fulfill that demand and bring a product to market that is not equivalent but better to what's already being sold on the platform is essential. But we can see there's quite a broad range of revenue here. We've got much less, 8,800, going down as low as 849, but we're able to see the types of revenue for the types of candles that we've got. I'd always avoid, guys, looking at massive household brands because they've obviously got a lot of search volume just because of the fact that they're well known. So look at what we call private label. Private label is when you have your own brand yourself. For example, my brand is a private label brand. You wouldn't know it. Not many people would, other than people who shop on Amazon. And it's better to base your decisions off these private label brands than it is looking at huge household names because the figures are skewed, right? But you can see here, these are factual sales figures. These are legitimate figures of what these products are doing every single month. So, you know, if we move to say this one, 4K a month in revenue, literally just a set of candles, right? They've got 2 reviews. So literally 2 reviews you could get in the first day when you launch your product. And this is straight up doing 4K a month in revenue. Now, you can see when you're getting started, being able to, being exposed to these types of figures, it will give you motivation, right? It will give you that fire inside you that thinks, okay, literally a set of candles is doing 4K a month with 2 reviews. Well, what can I do if I launch a set of candles that are better than this with a higher review count? You can tap right into that revenue amount. So literally, this tool is so insightful into the potential behind products, and you need to make sure that you're using it when you're getting started. So I would suggest investing a good hour or 2 a day browsing different products. You can have a look at what we call movers and shakers, things that are selling on Amazon well at the moment, moving up and down. You can have a look at Amazon's bestseller list to get ideas for products. And if you're more advanced and you're using Helium-10 as a subscription, you can use their tool Magnet to do some keyword research to get product ideas, how to find products. If you guys are deep into this video now, email me. My email address is below. I can send you a list of 10,000 product ideas to help you get started. But I would absolutely use this tool initially. Now, bearing in mind, guys, this revenue figure isn't their profit. Their profit is going to be a segment of this, a percentage of this, and it's going to be calculated based on what their unit cost is. So how much does it cost them to source this candle, and the fees that they incur, whether that's advertising or the fees from Amazon. But we calculate these things before we order a product, so we have a very clear idea of what our margin would be. Now, that doesn't mean our margin can't be manipulated depending on the price we sell at, and also advertising can be something that can eat into your profit margin, especially to begin with, which is why you really need to understand what you're doing and the process that you're following. But the majority of these products, guys, you can source from somewhere called Alibaba. I'm not going to go into Alibaba now. That's a whole nother video, a topic for a whole nother video. But Alibaba is a website where suppliers sell products in China. You can go and have a look at types of products you can buy, and as long as you do your due diligence and you do your research, you're going to be able to ensure the quality is there for the product you're going for and make the necessary changes to improve the product so you can tap into these numbers. So number 1, brand new to the scene, get X-Ray, go and play around with it and get used to how this works. The second thing that I would do, I would hop straight back into Helium-10. So we're going to launch Helium-10 Again here, let's see if it lets us do that. My dashboard. Go into the tools section, you see on the top left there, and go into something called Black Box. Now, Black Box is slightly different to X-Ray, what we just showed you there. X-Ray is a more manual approach, right, which is good because you're able to follow a more unique journey, searching for unique products that only, for example, you will be searching for. If you search for 100 products that you've come up with yourself, it's very unlikely someone else is going to imitate that exact search for all those 100 products. It's more unique, the results that you find, when they come from your own research. The downside is it can be time consuming. Whereas with a tool like Black Box, which you will need to use the paid subscription with Helium 10 for, which bear in mind guys, you can just get it for a month. You don't need to get it for 2 or 3 months. So just look at it as a 1 month cost. With Black Box, essentially, it will go and find products for us. So you don't need to have the idea initially to go and search for it in Amazon search bar and use X-Ray to work through the data points and work out if it's a viable product to launch. It'll go and find a load of products for you. So keeping it simple for a basic beginner's video, select the marketplace. The majority of you might be from the UK who are watching this. We'll choose a category. We're going to go baby products. We're going to go home and kitchen, and we're going to go sports and outdoors. The reason I've chosen those is they tend to be less seasonal than, say, garden and outdoor, for example. Now, sweet spot price, I usually like to go minimum of 15. We're going to go a minimum monthly revenue of £3,000 a month at least. I'd usually put that more, but I want to show you quite a lot of results for this. And the review count, we want to see a maximum amount of reviews of 500. Now, the reason I'm editing these filters, guys, is because it's going to affect what they come back with. Now, do we want to see products that have got 10,000 reviews? Not really, because are we going to want to compete with products and spot product opportunities in niches that have got products with 10,000 reviews in? Ideally not. Does that mean that there won't be some listings with significant reviews in the results for your search terms? No, there will be. But typically, if we're searching for products that have got low review counts, it's going to be easier for you to compete with them. And the same goes for the review rating. So the review rating, guys, is sort of 3 stars out of 5, 2 stars out of 5, 4 stars out of 5, how good the product is rated by customers. So let's look at a maximum of 4 stars, right? Because that means the products you're being shown have got areas to improve on. What's wrong with them? Why are people leaving them 4-star reviews? You can go and take a look. And again, these are things you can discuss with your supplier on Alibaba to improve the product to launch and compete with these listings, because ultimately, that's what you'll be doing. You'll be competing with them. Imagine on the contrast to this, we put the minimum review count of 10,000 and the minimum review rating of 5. You're going to see a load of products that are 5 out of 5 stars with 10,000 reviews. Hard to compete with, hard to differentiate, hard to add value. We've done the complete opposite here. Now, to keep this simple, I'm just going to use these filters for this particular search. So we click the button below here, and we have now got a list of 500 items for you to have a look through and start to analyze and work out whether or not they're a viable product to launch. So you can see here, you can scroll down. A lot of these columns here imitate what we saw with X-Ray. They're just displayed in a different way. So the revenue, the sales, the price that they're selling at. But you can see that using this tool, they've given you ideas for you then to have a look at and analyze yourself. So if we have a look at this listing, for example, let's move down. So super jumbo bath sheets, 6K a month, 457 reviews under the 500 that we chose, 3.9 stars. So there's areas to improve. And we've got a product here. Now, this is an idea. Does it mean it's the right idea? No, but it's an idea nonetheless for you to go and have a look at. Now, if we go down, let's have a look at the reviews, right? Let's see what is wrong with this product. What are people complaining about? Much lighter towel than other towels which I bought straight away, right? The GSM, how light is it? There's an issue. People are complaining that the towel is light. People want thick, heavy duty towels, something for you to address. It's a cheap towel, don't need for long. The color is horrible. Have a think about the color. What's wrong with it? How can you improve on that? So awesome way to get ideas for ways to improve, guys, is to read the bad reviews. Now, you can export this list as well. That is somewhere here. There's an option to export data. So you can have a look at this in a different type of format as a CSV or a spreadsheet. But straight away, guys, We've got 500 ideas, right? Does it mean they're good? No, but they fit some criteria that will help you get a better list of results for you to analyze. And from these products come further ideas. When you click on listings, it will say items related to this product, and then boof, you can look at some other items, buy it with. So lots of different ideas here. Now, that is where I would start, guys, right? I really wanted to keep this simple for someone who just hasn't got a clue how to get excited about it and how to really gain some insight into how it works and where to get your feet off the ground. Because it all starts, guys, right? Not with the knowledge initially where you overload and you understand everything, but it starts with the drive and the passion that you've got to show interest in it, right? If you've got no interest in it and it doesn't excite you, you're never going to go and learn, right? So I disagree with the fact you should go and read and learn tons first. I think you should get stuck into some research, get excited by the idea, look at some products, and then begin to improve your skills and your knowledge around the topic so you start to understand what is a good product to launch and what isn't. So quick video from me, guys. I hope it's useful. 2023 is going to be huge for FBA. We've got massive things planned for the training academy, for the mentorship program, and I'm excited to share it all with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.